Nice easy play, just not a nice easy throw. And you see the ball pops out of his glove.
Now that's going to be an E5 on the throw, so Pham is on. And here's Bobby Witt Jr. And there's the strike. The numbers tell you the story. He is a heck of a player. Just very special. 20 in the big leagues. Third big league season for Witt. And he's one of the reasons the Royals have gone from 106 losses last year to a 79-65 team this year. To projected to win 89 games. What a jump. Foul back.
And projected to be in the playoffs too. Whether, you know, they're only 2.5 games out of the Central now. They've really come back, but you know, ahead in the wild card. And you look at, I mean, and Witt Jr. I mean, he has just, since those 3 years. First year he hit 254. Then he went to 276. This year 336. So he's heading in the right direction, I'd say.
He is something else. Leads the majors in runs, hits, batting average. The only players to do that, 79-66. Yankees 83-61. Tommy Pham is ready. Stroman's ready. And let's do it here in the Bronx. First pitch is a strike. We're underway. Chad Whitson, the home plate umpire. Alan Porter at first. Sean Barber at second. Jim Wolf is over at third.
Jumped up lately. He could be your rookie of the year. I have to wait and see. And don't lie. We were talking about the bullpen problem from the Royals last night. Yankees went into the 7th inning losing 4-3. Scored seven unanswered runs against their bullpen. And keep expanding. The Yankees are now 1.5 games up in the American League East. If they get to 2.5, that hasn't happened since June 18th.
1-0 on Bobby Witt Jr. So I was reading a story by Jeff Passan on ESPN Plus, and he pointed this out about Witt and Judge in the same game. They're both approaching a win above replacement number of 10. They're in the high 9s right now. And that's unusual, to say the least. Only 46 times has a player finished a year with at least a 10 WAR. So Judge and Witt are going. And let's do it in the Bronx. First pitch is a strike. We're underway. This is the lineup for the Royals. Pham, Witt, and Perez. Melendez, Fermin, and Massey. Frazier, Garcia, and Isbell. That's the starting 9. Pitch outside from Heel, 1-1. The Royals at 80-66. The Yankees at 83-62. Numbers on Luis Heel. This is his 26th start. He's been a workhorse for the Yankees and didn't even think he was going to be in the rotation when spring training was happening. But with the injury to Garrett Cole, it opened up a spot for him, and he grabbed hold. Fly ball right field. Soto comes on. 1 down. Let's take a look at the scouting report on Luis Heel.
Well, it's kind of a misprint. Good return. Now it was a great return. Just back off the IL Friday in Chicago. He was spectacular. 6 shutout innings, only 1 hit. And the turnaround, while he's using his slider much more, especially against lefties, and with 2 strikes to put hitters away. And the X factor, he is so important to this rotation going down the stretch here and into the playoffs.
1-0 on Bobby Witt Jr.
Cortez through his wind, then off we go with a fastball to the knees and strike 1.
Well, one of the things that the Red Sox has found out about their young players, they've had some surprises this year. We talked about how they've been playing relative baseball. This guy has gone to the next level.
Yeah, he started to see it last year, and this is a guy who's highly regarded coming up. Started to break out last year, but this year he's leading the majors in doubles, leading the majors in triples, stole the show at the All-Star game, and they feel like they have a legitimate star piece for this next phase.
Absolutely, and not to mention when he gets on first base or any base, he's a threat to steal.
In an 0-2 hole, Cortez comes home, and it's fouled off. You look at the total base leaderboard across baseball. You got probably the 2 MVPs at the top, 2 excellent young shortstops after that, and then there's Duran, 5th in the majors.
Ball. Now that's where Cortez will do his best work. He loves getting the ball down, and he'll get the ball in to right-handers. That fastball, even though it's not 98, it has that late hop to it and carry.
And he's got that style, right? I've heard you say before, he pitches like he's got 97.
Yep. And he's confident with all of his pitches. And a pitcher has to have that kind of command of his presence on the mound.
Quickly behind 0-2. As you hear the roll call in the background, as is tradition. Duran tied for the major league lead in doubles and triples entering today. Only 2 players in the last 100 years have finished first in both. Stan Musial and Lou Brock are the only 2 to do it. Tapper, right side. Duran charging up the line, and he beats it out.
Replay, hold. Timeout.
Close call at first, ruled safe. And we'll check the play.
Well, I was watching Gleyber Torres, and he is not rated well defensively at all this season at second base. He had to go for a glove flip, and watching Duran, this guy plays with his hair on fire. It didn't seem like watching Torres go to the ball. There was a real sense of urgency. I think part of it, look, they've played each other already 11 times now, 10 times. This guy can fly.
I'll bring up Rafael Devers. There goes Duran, and he's gone down. Not even close. Austin Wells on target, on time. 1 gone.
Yeah, Austin Wells has been so good behind the plate, over 100 starts, and not even close to your point. I think Jarren Duran didn't get the greatest of jumps. He was trying to go first pitch, and I love watching Volpe get his nose in there.
Now
a ball and a strike to Devers.
Let's just go ahead and do it, Michael.
They did it. 1-0.
Yeah, his ERA, 5.57 ERA, which is not usual for Garrett Cole. And feeling his fastball over his last 2 starts. Velocity has been up. Hitters are 2 for 22 against his fastball.
There's a strike against Duran, 1-1. Marvin Hudson, the home plate umpire. Hunter Wendelstedt at first. Charlie Ramos is at second, and John Tumpane over at third. High pop-up. Chisholm puts it away. Yankee defense is presented by Defender, Verdugo, Dominguez, and Soto left to right in the outfield. Infield, Chisholm, Volpe, Torres, and Rizzo. That's third to first. Judge the DH. Wells will catch Garrett Cole. Here's Rafael Devers. Boy, he is Cole. And 19 runs batted in.
Well, they share something in common with that 8 home runs, Michael. It's the most home runs Garrett Cole has given up to a hitter. And it's the most home runs Devers has hit off a pitcher.
So both by a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, he drilled him. Here in the Bronx, first pitch swung on and tipped into the glove of Trevino, and we are underway. Hunter Wendelstedt, the home plate umpire. Charlie Ramos at first. John Tumpane at second, the crew chief. Marvin Hudson is over third. Well, Duran in his last 25 games has 12 hits in the first inning, so 12 for 25. The 1-1. Right out to Aaron Judge. 1 out. All right, Paul, it's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, it's back to 2 games. The Yankees lost yesterday. The Orioles won, so the AL East back to a 2-game lead. You got to pick it up. The offense not really clicking right now. 3 runs or fewer in 6 of the last 9 games. But they are 6-3 in the last 9 games, which shows you how good the pitching has been. Big difference. I mean, this is a big game today. 3 out of 4 or a split. That is a big difference. Big game today.
1-0 on Romy Gonzalez. Grounded to Chisholm. 2-away. Hunter Wendelstedt's been around a long time. Let's check out what we know about him on the umpire scouting report. Considered pitcher friendly, but leaning toward neutral. More inside strikes, more high strikes. Hunter and his 27 big league season. There's Devers getting booed here at the stadium. And right back to Rodon. And the Yankee lefty works.